welcome back to another video of the HTML and CSS web development course. So we are busy on the 5th video of the portfolio project. In the last few videos we created a really nice website, a few containers, a few honored lists, and it looks pretty nice. A little bit responsiveness as well, but we're gonna fix that at the end of the series. So today, or in this video, we're gonna create our pricing strategy. I'm pretty hyped for this because this is really an amazing. I really love this. So what we're gonna do? We go back to our index.html and we're gonna open a new div class after the 4th container. So I'm gonna call div. We're gonna call class. And we're gonna call this the 5th container. Pretty cool. And we go back to our index.css, and under the containers we're gonna call .5th container, and we're gonna copy the values of the 3rd container. Pretty cool. So inside we go back to the index.html, and inside there we're gonna call row. Oh, we're gonna call div. We're gonna call class, and inside the class we're gonna call row. Inside the row we're gonna call div class, and we're gonna call a call 12. And the reason for this is because we want to have the text that we're gonna use centered, right? So inside here we're gonna call h1 class, and we're going to call this pricing-h1. Pretty cool. And we're going to call this pricing. So we go back to index.css, and under the portfolio we're going to open a comment, and we're going to call this 5th container content. Now I'm going to close this up. So first thing we're going to call is the pricing-h1. So pricing-h1. Okay, so we're gonna give this a font weight of bold. We don't even need to do this. If I'm not mistaken, this goes automatically, but okay. And we're gonna give this a text align of center. So we're gonna save both files, go back to the browser, and we're gonna refresh. Pretty cool. We're going to give this a margin dash top of 90 pixels. Let's see what happens. This looks amazing. Perfect. Okay, so in the design. So after the pricing we have 3 cards. This means we're going to use call for, and we're going to create inside those calls we're going to create some cards. So what we're going to do, at the end of the row we're going to call div class, and we're going to open a 2nd row. Okay, we're going to open it up. Inside there we're going to call div class call dash 4 and close. So before we're going to copy this, we're going to finish one card so that we don't have to rewrite it every time. So we're going to call div class, and we're going to call card, and we're going to close it up. So let's go to our index.css, and we're going to call .card. Pretty cool. So first thing we're going to need is a background color, and the background color is the hex code of the 2nd container. So we're going to copy the hex code and paste it in. Perfect. So let's see what the width and the heights are from this one, and it's 289. So we're going to give this a fixed width of 289 pixels and a height of 436 pixels. Pretty cool. Let's check this out. Let's check if it looks nice. As you can see, we have a card. And we're gonna give this a margin dash left of auto and a margin dash right of auto. And if I'm not mistaken, it should be centering in the middle now. Yes, it is. Pretty amazing. Guys, we really are making progress here. So, we created a card. And what's on the card? So we have a H1 and a P. Okay. So, inside the card, we're going to create a new div of class. And we're going to call this information. And we're going to close this. And inside, we're going to call H1. And we're going to call class information dash H1. And we're going to call here, what was it again? App tier. App tier. Oh, pretty cool. So, what we're going to do, we're going to call dot information. We're going to give this a margin dash top of 10 pixels. And we're going to give this a margin dash right of auto. We're going to give this a margin dash left of auto. And we're going to give this a text, a line of center. Okay, so under the H1, we're going to open P class. And we're going to call information dash P. Oh, and we're going to close this. And the text is a simple and beautiful app. So we're going to a simple and beautiful app. Okay, we're going to save this, both files, and we're going to check how it looks. Okay. As you can see, the information I think we need padding here. So we're going to change margin into padding into the information class. Let's see what happens. Perfect. Okay, but I think app tier it's a little bit too big. So instead of H1, we're gonna change it to H2. Don't forget to change the class to H2 as well. So we go back here and we're gonna change the pricing. Oh, we didn't call those two yet. Doesn't matter. Let's check this out. Pricing H2. H. Oh, wait a second, I was changing the wrong line, sorry. So, I think this should be better now. That's better, okay. So, now we're gonna call dot information dash 1 dash H2, sorry. I'm gonna give this, let's check what the color is. I'm gonna copy the hex code. And we're gonna give this a color of this hex code. Okay, and after that we also have dot information dash P. The color from this one was that one. I'm going to call color and save them both, and let's see how this looks. Pretty amazing. And I think this is a little bit too big, the paragraph. So we're going to give this a size. So font font size of 12 pixels. Let's see what happens. No, that's too small. And we make this 16 pixels. That's better. That looks really nice. So this looks amazing. So we go outside the information, and we're gonna create a new div class. And we're gonna call this, how are we gonna call this? And we call this item list. Let's check. We probably already used this, right? We're gonna call this information list. Okay. So inside here we're gonna need a UL of class, and we're gonna call this. Let's give this a name. Let's give this a name. I think we're gonna call this list. Just list. Okay. Inside here we're gonna call the li of class info list. Okay, pretty cool. So, and in here we're gonna, what's standing here? Swift and Objective C. Okay. Let's save this. Let's see how it looks. Pretty cool. Let's check the designs again. Okay, so maybe as you can remember, we have to change the item type. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna call dot info dash list. We go back here. We have here the list style image, and we're gonna copy that one. And let's see what happens. Pretty cool. That looks nice. But I think the text is a little bit too big, so I'm gonna font size 12 pixels. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this works. I don't know. Nah, too small. We make this 14 pixels. Let's see what happens. 16 maybe. Okay. So we created that one as well. But first we're gonna call above info list. We're gonna call dot information list, and we're gonna give this a padding top of 20 px. And let's see what happens. Too much. Maybe 15. 10. Okay, this looks really nice. Pretty cool. And we're gonna give this one also a padding dash left of 10 px. A little bit more, maybe 15. So go back to index.css, change it to 15. A little bit more, maybe 20. Mm, 25. Yes, better. So that looks really cool. So we're gonna copy the list item, right? We're gonna copy this one. We're gonna add the next of the information which we want to display. So design in PNG. And source code. Three revisions. And last but not least, Oh, 5 storyboards. And last but not least, we're gonna call delivered in 4 days. So let's see how this looks. This looks nice, but we're gonna give this a little bit more space between the list items itself. So we're gonna give this maybe 10 pixels. Let's see what happens. Yeah, yes. This looks cool. So, what do we have more? I think we have the pricing. Yes, the pricing. So, we're gonna escape out of the information list. Of our information list, we're gonna escape. We're gonna open div class, and we're gonna call this price-h2 and close it. Wait, no, price text. We're gonna change that to text. That's easier. Inside there, we're gonna call h2 of class price h2, close it, and we're gonna call this $250. We go back to our index.css and we're gonna call .price-h2, and we're gonna give this one the same color as we did for the information p. So we're just gonna copy paste this one, and we're gonna give this a text align of center. Save both files and let's check how it looks. Okay, and we're gonna give this some padding on the top of 30 px. Let's see what happens. This looks nice, but I think we're gonna change the color because this is not the same color as we're using. That's better. So, what you see here, we created our first card. Pretty amazing, pretty cool. Pardon. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna copy the whole column. Ctrl C. So we copy that one, copy paste it 2 times, and then we have 3 cards. Pretty cool. And now we're gonna change the cards according to what we need, right? So we go here, web tier. I'm gonna copy the color. So first thing, information -2, this one. So we're gonna call this now web h2. So dot web h2 color. Okay. Pretty cool. And we're gonna call change app to web. And the last one is API. We're gonna change to API, I think. Yes. Now we're gonna call this API-h2, and we're gonna call .api-h2. We're gonna give this a color of this hex code. As I stated before, all the colors you can find in a small document, so that you guys don't have to worry about it. So, and simple and beautiful website. Simple and beautiful website. And last but not least is a powerful REST API. Okay, so now we're going to change the text. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That's done this one. Okay. And next, design in PNG, design in Sketch. So the third one, design in Sketch. How many revisions do we have? 3 revisions, 5 pages. And delivered in 3 days. Pretty cool. Now we're going to change the last one. Oh, sorry. So this one is going to be Vapor. Check this one, authentication, PostgreSQL. Authentication. This one is PostgreSQL. And then we have real-time database. Also really important. Real-time database, website support. Mobile app support. And we're gonna add one more list item because we need one more. And last but not least is delivered in 14 days. And the price is $1,250. Okay, so as you can see now, this doesn't look really nice. So what we can do is call the price h2-2. We're gonna call that one down here, dot price-h2-2. And we're gonna give this the same color, so we're gonna give it the same information as the price. But we're gonna give this a padding of 10 pixels. I'm gonna save this. Maybe 5 pixels, so that it all looks a little bit the same, right? Okay, this looks amazing, guys. Let's check. Okay, so as you can see, it doesn't stack very well yet, but as I said, we're gonna finish that at the end of the series. So congratulations, you learned how to build a card. You learned how to use the call 3, or the call 4, I'm sorry. The pricing looks really nice. We did a really good job here. And yeah, really good job. So I hope you learned something in this video. I hope you're really enjoying it as much as I do teaching it. Make sure that when you finish this course that you keep toying around, that you keep trying stuff. It's really important because only watching courses doesn't help you. You have to do it yourself. So this was amazing. So in the next video we're gonna create a really small footer, and we're gonna check some bugs, and after that we're gonna check the responsiveness. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I see you in the next video.